Hello friends, as you must have seen my channel's name, All About Education, suggests that to know something we need not limit ourselves to syllabus only. So just look around yourself. You see so many things around you. You see furniture, different type of furniture. You see clothes, you see people, you see plants, animals. Some of them you may be able to guess the names, or you may be seeing things but you don't know all the names of the parts. So we see those things, we know their names, but do we know what the different parts known as? So today one of the objects we are going to take up are our footwears. As you have seen different types of footwears around you, like sneakers, slippers, flip-flops, stilettos, boots, shoes, etc. So there are various type of footwears. Some parts are common in all of them and some have different parts. So let us understand and know the names of these different parts. We usually mainly know two parts of the footwears. Those are heel and sole. Sole, the bottom part of the shoes or slippers, and heels if it has certain elevation at the back of the slipper or all over the underside of the slippers or shoes. So, and yes, if we have executive type of shoes or male shoes, we know about laces also. So let us take them one by one. In front of you, you are seeing a sports shoe, you can say. And in this sport shoes, we'll talk about different parts. As you can see, the shoes, the toe cap is this one. This one is the toe cap. Okay. Now, what is vamp? Vamp is the middle part. If we talk about the vamp, this is vamp. This one is vamp. A slight curve is there in the vamp. Okay. Now the shank. What is shank? Shank is the lower part. This part is shank, where you can see a slight curve. This is known as shank. Now the another part is tongue. Tongue, very simple. It looks like a tongue as we have tongue in our mouth. This one is known as tongue, this portion. Then the last one is collar. Collar is just as you see the collars in your shirts. This is collar. And the last part is eyelets. Very important parts. Many people don't know. They just call it hole. These are known as holes in layman language, but these are actually known as eyelets. These holes where you insert the laces. So these are known as eyelets. Now let us move on to some other parts. As you can see, if we talk about heels, these are heels. Very less inches of heels are there in these shoes. Next one is sole. As you can see, this is sole. See, in sole you can find 3 layers. These 3 layers are on the outer part here is known as outer sole. In the middle, it is known as the midsole. And the inner side is known as the inner sole. So, 3 layers of sole are found. Don't confuse it with soul. S-O-U-L. Soul, which is जिसको हम लोग आत्मा कहते हैं, soul वो होती है, and the spelling of this soul is S-O-L-E. Then comes the laces. Very easy, you know that about these laces. These are laces. Okay. Single lace is wrapped around these eyelets, as I already told, these holes. And the last part here is throat. This is throat. This is throat. Where the eyelets begin, that part is known as throat. Okay, friends. Now let us move on to different types of shoes, which are the formal shoes of males. Sometimes the females also wear this in official or formal places. Now you can see the parts are almost the same. But if we talk about the lace guard, so the lace guard is, as you can see, where the laces are tied. So this is known as lace guard. This part is known as lace guard. Where the laces or the eyelets are found, this part is known as lace guard. Then next one is lining. Lining is inside the shoes. Just inside the shoes, it is known as lining. Now, very important part. Usually in some competitions it is asked, this is eyelet. What does eyelet mean? Aglet, sorry. Aglet. What does aglet mean? Aglet means the pointed part, the end of the lace tip is known as the aglet. It is usually made of plastic or metals. This is known as aglet. The end part, the lace tip, which is of plastic or metal, is known as aglet. And laces you already know. So these are the parts of shoes, male shoes, formal shoes, as you can see. Now some parts are still left. The first one here is counter. What is counter? Counter is found in all the shoes, all types of shoes. This part is known as counter. जो पीछे का हिस्सा होता है, this is known as counter. Now next one is insole. That I already discussed. Insole is inside, the inside of the sole. The inside of the sole is insole. Then midsole, midsole or mid part or mid layer of the sole is known as midsole, and the outermost sole is which touches the ground, that is the outer sole. So let us now move on to boots. Usually these type of boots are worn by females, and you can call them boots. Now you can see the boots. There are some parts which we must know. Now what are those parts? If we talk about this, these are known as heels. But if these heels continue till the toe cap, this is toe cap. If it continues till the toe cap, then it is known as wedge. So I hope you understand the difference between the heel and the wedge. Wedge is a sort of heel which is in the platform form. That means it starts from the back till the toe cap. So this type of heel is known as platform heel or wedge. These wedge may be in the sandal forms also, or they may be in boots also. Now the next one is a tongue. Tongue you already know. I have told about tongue. This is tongue. It is found in boots also, in the sneakers also, and in sport shoes also. And the counter, which we have already talked about, this is counter. So almost the same parts can be seen in these boots also. Now these are known as flip-flops. As you can see, what does flip-flop mean? Actually, it is named because when we walk, it makes a sound of flip-flop. So that's why these are known as slippers or flip-flop. And we can now see about those parts also. The first one is toe post. Now what is toe post? This hole where we put these straps, this part, this you can say hole or part, is known as toe post. Okay. Now from the toe post you may be able to see this elongated vertical part, which is known as toe thong. This is known as toe thong. The hole is toe post, the elongated part is toe thong, and these are straps. These are straps. So I hope you understand what is toe post, toe thong, and strap. There are three parts: the hole, then the elongated part, and then these straps. So next one is arch support. Arch support is just the center part. This is the arch support. This one is the arch support, which supports the arch of our foot. Next one is heel cup. This one is heel cup. You must have seen some sort of depression there. A gehrai hoti hai, just like a cup, where you can comfortably put your heel part. So this is known as heel cup. Sometimes it is there is a certain suppressed part, there is this cup like shape, a depression like shape, and sometimes it is plain also, and then it is known as footbed. So here you put your foot easily, that is why it is known as footbed. So this is how the slippers, the parts of slippers can be called for. And the last one we are going to understand are the stilettos. Very classy, very stylish. So stilettos, usually they have heels which are pointed like nail. So they are called to have pencil heel. Now many parts are common as to other footwears. This is toe box, this is counter, which we have already talked about, this is vamp. The lining, the inside of the part, the inner sole is known as lining. The new part which I want to tell you about is the breast. This portion is known as the breast. Okay, and this is heel, pencil heel, and this portion is known as shank, which we have already talked about when we learned about the sport shoes. So this is shank, and again this is a platform because it touches the ground parallelly like a wedge. So this is a platform, and these come under the category, this footwear come under the category of stilettos. So I hope you must have learned something new. You must have known certain parts which you may not have been aware of. So I think it adds to your knowledge. And thank you for watching my channel. Keep sharing, keep liking my videos. Thank you all.